Hey, everybody. I'm back. Do me a favor. Well, let me get to it. Fiverr. It may be the end of Fiverr. The tools are already out there and they cost next to nothing. I'm going to show you how to do it real quick in this video and save you even more money in your business. But real quick, do me that favor. Keep motivating me to sit down and do these things, because setting up the studio and sitting down and penning these out, I need some motivation. So please like, share, subscribe, but right into it. So history-wise, and I'm going to date myself here, I used to, let's say 2006, 2008, that time period, it would cost somewhere around $2,000 to get your logo generated. And for a website, I've spent anywhere from $6,000 to $12,000 for websites through that time period. And a lot of it came down to graphic design and the work that I am just definitely not skilled at. Things changed around 2013, 2014, maybe even 2016. In that time period, something called Fiverr came out. And what that really did for everybody is it outsourced. And so that logo design that used to cost $2,000 to have somebody do here locally, and you'd wait 6 to 8 weeks for, you'd go on Fiverr and be like, this is what I want. You'd look at a bunch of work and you'd select somebody, and you may pay them between $35 and $80 with tip. And they would produce everything that you needed for a full logo kit or designs for websites, things like that. And you look at it, and you're like, $80, $50. Some of them will do this for $35. Business cards, you name it. That's insanely cheap, considering it used to cost thousands of dollars just a little bit before. But I think we've reached a time where even Fiverr doesn't make sense anymore. I'm getting a ton of ads from them saying, hey, use us, use us. I have not used them in a while, because logo generation and business generation and business card generation can all be done through some of the publicly facing AI tools like ChatGPT. I know I say that a lot just because it's the de facto primary thing, but also Google can do it. And it's funny because some of these tools we're running up against are actually kind of old now. And so we're ready for the next generation. And if this generation can do this kind of stuff, I am going to be blown away what the next generation can do. And a lot of this stuff is going to go away. So real quick, I'm going to log in here. I'm going to show you, hey, you have a business idea. You need a logo. Where do you go? And I'm going to stress that there is a huge difference between the ChatGPT or the Google free stuff or some of the other Anthropic's free stuff that's out there versus the stuff you pay for. And we're talking, again, $22 a month, I think. Well worth the money, especially if you're using this for business. And so I'm going to go ahead and log into my piece here and just kind of show you how easy it is. And so we're going to start from scratch, which is, let's say I have a business idea. And man, let's say I'm looking at a bunch of cameras and audio video equipment. So I'm going to say, first of all, I need a business name. And, it's thinking about things, what are going to be good for SEO, what are going to resonate with people. So I'm starting, and I'm going to try to spell here, a business for audio visual equipment. My focus is local. I need likely names that will help create a strong brand, and that I also might be able to own the domain for. So we'll start there. And again, this is I just came up with this. Like I had no idea when I sat down that we were going to do audio visual camera equipment. And so it already knows that I'm in Prescott, Arizona, which is kind of creepy, but there it goes. It says Prescott AV Solutions. We've got Mountain View AV gear, and so High Desert AV tech. We've got all kinds of stuff. Pioneer AV. We're going to go with the first one, which is Prescott AV Solutions. So I'm going to tell it, let's go with number one. I need some logo ideas that fit this company. I mean, this is how easy it is. Normally, I would have gone to Fiverr or I would have contacted a local designer, but I can do this at 11 or 12 o'clock at night and knock out something that would have taken days, sometimes weeks, would have had a huge budget. I don't love that graphic, so I'm going to tell it to redo it. So let's see here. I may have to give it a little bit more information on what I want to look from the graphic. And so let's give it another try here. But this is how easy it is. And so you can take the thoughts that are in your mind and put it into play. Yeah, these are too complicated. I want a simple and clean professional logo. And I know I can't spell professional. I know. I'm just going to go with it. It doesn't care. That's the thing. I've got to stop doing things like that because it doesn't care. Time is important than trying to spell things correctly for it because it can figure it out. Okay, so we're going to see what it come up with now. Let it run. And again, you do reach limits on this, but you can certainly get a lot of the stuff there. No, I want a classic look. That's still not. I want a classic for the logo. Really, I want it really, what's the word I'm looking for? Basic's not the right word I'm looking for. We're going to go for basic anyway. Maybe line art style, really classy, because I want this to be a real high-end brand. So let's give it a shot here. Let's see what we can do. And again, what it's using right now is it's going out to its graphic creation program called DALL-E, and it's telling it things that I want and to generate this for me. So again, DALL-E now is quite old. It's over a year old, and the stuff that's going to be coming out, it's not working for me here. So and this happens. A lot of people get frustrated with the AI tools. I sat down with somebody the other day, and they're showing me what Photoshop did or what Canva did, and it's wonky. And I can tell you that it is not just like an employee. If you sit down with an employee, they're not going to remember or get what's in your head right the very first time. It's going to take them some time to gather that and for your visions to be in line. And I think a lot of people with these AI tools are simply just going into and be like, oh, this is awful. It did something awful. It's not what I wanted. And so this is not what I want. So I'm going to start over because it does remember things in the chat. So I need a clean, simplistic, classy logo for a local AV camera supply store. The logo needs to be simple and be able to be printed on shirts. Let's try that. Let's see if I can get that out of my head a little more. I'm looking for something really classy, like IBM or the old Best Buy stuff, or maybe Circuit City. That's what I want. A really classy logo for this fake company that we're making here real quick. And so let's see what it comes up with starting over. Okay, we're getting a little closer. Getting a little closer. Okay. It's still a little complicated. To go even simpler with something clean cut like IBM or Best Buy, or I'm going to put it in here, Comp USA, because those shirts, I remember they were clean and they're easy to remember. I don't want any words on here because I'll come up with the words. No words in the logo, because I can tell you right now, the current iteration of this graphic generation stuff is awful with words. And so you just got to work with it. And so let's see what we got here. All right, let's see what we got. All right, it's trying. And again, and that's the thing is, think about sitting down with a person, a staff member, a vendor, an employee. You're not going to get it right the first time. Okay, look, we're onto something here. Now it's not perfect, but I really like the circle with the logo with the camera in the middle. Okay, are on the right track. Remember, talk to it like it's your friend or it's a staff member. So we're on the right track, not trick, with the circle and the camera in the middle. I cannot spell save my life. Let's save or go simpler with a circle and a camera in the middle. And I want to tell again, no words. I don't want any words in this thing because I can match my own words to it. And so I have come up with some pretty cool logos just playing around with this. And I'm gonna wrap this up just so everybody knows. But that's what it can do for you. I can tell you that when I've worked with people to generate logos for me or copyrights or things like that, there we go. I think we're on the right track. It probably needs some dialing in of what's in here, what I have in my vision, but we're certainly on the right track. And I think we're into this for maybe 10 minutes so far. Imagine if I spent an hour on this. I can tell you where I was going is you never get the first iteration of what you like from somebody when they were doing it for you, whether it be from Fiverr, whether it be from a direct local vendor, things like that. And so now these tools are here. I can take this, I can make stickers. I can tell it, show me what this looks like on a business card mock-up. And again, keep in mind, these things are just growing at a pace and getting better at a pace that you can never even imagine. And that's the thing. And so patience is key, whether it be a staff member or whether it be, oh, I even like that camera even better, that we're going the right direction here. This is cool. I can do this stuff. I can get this stuff out of my head at a faster rate, at a cheaper rate, and the tools are right here. And so really what it comes down to, and let me switch over screens back to my main screen here and dump this. These tools are here. Google will do it. Anthropic will do it. There are better image generation tools than what I just showed you. There's Stable Diffusion, which is really good, more realistic and things like that. And these things came out over a year ago. So I can only imagine what's out right around the bend. But I think this may kill Fiverr. Even the $35, the frustration of dealing with somebody in another language, dealing with iterations of back and forth and time delay. I would send them a proof. They would send me back some changes or vice versa. And it was time consuming and it was frustrating, especially if they didn't get my vision. I can tell you with Fiverr people, I worked with them for a week. They didn't get my vision. And so I still paid the money, dropped them and tried somebody else. Things are getting easier from business. And those people that are using things to launch and test, they're going to have such an upper edge by using these tools than those people that are going back to the old way of doing things. And that's what I want to stress in some of these videos is in the business sense, there was a huge rush last year to AI and AI tools and things like that. And it's just so much hype. And I'm afraid so many business owners have gone back to the old way of doing things because it's no longer in their pattern. Don't forget this stuff is here and some of your peers are doing this and they're going to win. So anyway, hopefully you enjoyed the video. Hopefully it was productive. I don't know about Fiverr. I mean, the way this stuff's coming out, they may just be gone. Please do me a favor, like, share, and subscribe. Get me some motivation to get in here and knock out some of these. So thank you and have a good day.